Hey everyone, hope everyone is doing well. Let's talk about the what? Ebony alert. And this is in California. On the screen, you have Gavin Newsom, the governor. It says new California law creates ebony alert to find missing black youth and women. And I agree. I think it is long overdue. I really do. It's greatly needed. Let's go ahead and get to the article. It says a new California law will create an emergency alert system to help find missing black youth and women between the ages of 12 and 25. California Governor Gavin Newsom signed SB 673 into law October 8th. The bill, which goes into effect January 1st, will enable the California Highway Patrol to activate the new Ebony Alert upon request from local law enforcement when a black youth or young black woman is reported missing under unexplained or suspicious circumstances, is considered at risk, developmentally disabled, or cognitively impaired, or has been abducted. The Ebony Alert will ensure that vital resources and attention are given so we can bring home missing black children and women in the same way we search for any missing child and missing person. State Senator Stephen Bradford, a Democrat who sponsored the legislation, said in a statement. The alert system is similar to the Amber Alert. The California Highway Patrol may use highway signs and encourage news outlets to disseminate information from the Ebony Alert, the law says. Bradford said it's heartbreaking and painful that black children and young women are disproportionately represented on the list of missing persons. He described it as a public crisis for the state of California and something that the Ebony Alert can change. Last year, more than 130,000 black children under 18 were reported missing in the U.S., data from the National Crime Information Center shows. Law enforcement officials will also be able to request an Ebony Alert if the missing person could be a victim of trafficking or the physical safety is endangered. If police believe the person is in danger due to their age, health, a disability, environmental conditions, or if the missing person is believed to be in the presence of someone potentially dangerous. This is not the first time an alert system has been created to highlight the number of missing people of color in the United States. In 2022, Washington Governor Jay Inslee signed a law creating the first alert system for missing indigenous people. Currently, there are more than 23,000 missing persons cases open in the U.S., the National Missing and Identified Person System said. Now, let's go here. I think it's definitely needed. Because how many times you'll look up and you'll see a person of non-color, especially if it's a Caucasian person, and you'll, oh gosh, Alice is missing. And Alice was wearing blue jeans, a green top, sneakers. She was seen on, for example, the street of 25th and Main around 3 o'clock last, heading north near the interstate. Please try and find her. She has blonde hair, blue eyes. She was wearing some arrow-shaped earrings. And you'll hear about it. It's like, we know, not discounting her, but we know Alice is missing. How do we know? You've already told us it's on every major outlet 7 or 8 times a day. Now, a black woman missing. Oh, and by the way, yes, Kiki is missing, and she had on jeans and a top. But did you hear that Alice was missing? And that's how I see it, because you're going to hear about Alice, Becky every day. We know. Can't let it pass. But when it's a person of color, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get that at all. So that's why it is missing. It's needed. And number one, don't forget, in our community, it's well known, it's no surprise that black women, we are the most disrespected and unprotected. So if you are not protected in your own community, what do you expect in the society with the majority of people? I think more than anything, it leads to an exposure. Oh, yeah. If anything, I think it leads to more of an exposure. because they know, number one, the community itself does not value as a collective the women and children. That's why they come up unalived every day. So, believe it or not, that's leaving us exposed. And then when something happens in the majority here in society and we're not placed given the same attention as far as to be on the lookout, guess what? I think that means the person, whoever has abducted you, who has harmed you, they have a better chance of getting away because they already know. Guess what? They're not going to look for the African American person as hard as they're going to look for the other individual. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. And they know that. Again, that makes you more susceptible to kidnapping, trafficking, being assaulted, the R word, whole 9 yards. It's like a bully on the playground. If they say, oh no, listen, not that Johnson kid. I want to go ahead and jack someone for their lunch, but not that Johnson kid. Why? Man, have you heard? The guy's got like 18 brothers and sisters. They're really, everybody's like big boned. You know what I mean? They're all big boned and strong. Man, are you kidding? Have you seen their dad look like Hercules? Not go after that person. No. There's a loner all by himself or herself. Little nerd doesn't have any brothers or sisters, doesn't have any friends. Timid. That's going to be the one you go after, the most vulnerable. And at this point, that's who we are, the most vulnerable. So understand, you think a predator doesn't know that and would not utilize that to their advantage? Of course they would. And that is why there are foundations like BAM, BAMF, the Black and Missing Foundation. It's a nonprofit 501c3, and they want to bring awareness to missing persons of color. Okay, try to utilize the tools because they already know we're not going to get the same attention. And it's not, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. So yeah, Black and Missing Foundation is definitely needed. There are entire shows where I've seen them where parents, African American parents, have gone to the police station and they're like, "Oh, it's a teenager." That's what teenagers do. They'll be bad. They pop around off with friends, and it's like, no, my child doesn't do that. And in one case, you may have one that did run off, but the other cases, no, it's not. So, and they explain that they automatically want to say a runaway, so that way it's not given the same attention. Oh, it's a teen. Did you all have a fight? I bet that's the reason why. So it's like any means to discount it. There was even a movie. Oh my gosh, I saw this movie and the girl was like trafficked right in the same neighborhood. Megan Good was in it. And it was like, wow. They even had like an ad where Peter was pimping them out and he put an ad in and they saw the daughter, the picture of the girl and everything, and they go to the police station. Hey, guess what? We found our daughter, and she's in this ad, yada yada yada. And so just call and and go get her. Man, there's a process. There's a process. There's a process. Excuse me. What do you mean there's a process? Call the ad. Somebody, no, we have to go through protocol. Well, it looks like the protocol isn't helping. To me, it looks like their protocol was more, let's see, hurting. It's a process. It's a process. Yeah, gotcha. So much for the process. And then they asked them, realistically speaking, like, okay, so like really how long will this go on? And she's like, it could take months. So long story short, if it had been me, they did the same thing. We're not waiting on the police, honey. Go ahead and call the number, make an appointment, and we're going to show up, okay? And they were like, trying to get a man to get a date. So my thing is, yeah, what you need to do is go ahead and quote, show up and be protected if you catch me. Oh yeah, we're going to pull up and be protected. I'm not, are you kidding? It's like your daughter. So yeah, let the husband go. Pretend he wants to date with the girl. Pay and everything. As a mom, I would be in the back seat, protected. And when the girl comes out, I'm jumping out. You can call me the jump out girl. I'm not waiting till a month for no protocol. Yeah, you could, at that point, feel free to call me the jump out girl because I'm jumping out with my friend. And I don't mean the husband, the friend you hold in your hand. And I'm taking my daughter. And if someone wants to comment, oh, it ain't going down, guess what? It might be target practice today. Not that I condone violence, but it's protection. Because that's my kid. It's not going down like that. It's just not. You're not you can put your hands on me, but not the kid. That's why I say have that protection. And we're going to show you. You're going to learn today. Or you'll be arrested and it's my child. Like that's going to really get me all. Oh, we arrested. Compared to what can happen, you done lost your darn mind. So we done protocol. There's not the protocol, ma'am. It was like, you gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. So yeah, this is definitely needed. There was one community, and this young man, give him props. What did he do? They've been calling the police, calling the police. It was later on determined it was a young black male activist, and they got with a small group, and it was determined that this was shocking. Some people had even reported that there were black women missing in the area, and guess what? Unbelievable. They made the calls, nothing happened. And in one case, they even denied the person we don't have anything. So that lets you know when that call was made, it wasn't taken seriously. Don't worry about it. It wasn't taken seriously. He got to the point, had a news conference, he called the police station out. So here the call is made, you don't have a report. Not taken seriously. So that's why I think that the Ebony alert, it is definitely needed. It is ever so needed. It really is. I think it is definitely needed. The other thing is, we have to be very aware of our surroundings. We have to really be aware of our life choices. Because you don't want to get in a situation where, let's say there's an area that's prone to trafficking. Oh my gosh, your finances, you gotta live there, and now you have children. So again, that's a whole nother video. But this, I think, is great. We'll see how it turns out. We'll see if they're going to, go ahead and utilize this. You know what I mean? Because it's there. Okay, now we know it's there. Now let's see it being put into effect. Let's see. I want to see it executed. Not, oh, I'm just going to say Amber Alert. Hit an alert as an alert. I don't feel like saying it, but I'm just going to say Amber Alert. Because that could happen. Sad but true, it could happen. So yes, this here, this is one good thing I can say Gavin Newsom has done, in my opinion. The other thing I want to say, which is going to go into a different direction, knowing the violence in our community for women and children, especially the women, girls. What are the black politicians doing? They need to put this out because guess what? Hate to tell you, there's a lot more of the danger of lives in our own community. So what are the black politicians doing? They should be doing this. Not knocking Gavin, appreciate it. They should be doing this. That you would think that they would be like the founders to get the thing going, but hey, I guess not. And if so, I just haven't heard about it. So yeah, I think it is needed. And it's like when times get more challenging, it seems like more of the crazies come out. You know what I'm saying? More of the loony bins come out. So during the holiday season, just all around, be alert, be aware. There are a lot of crazies out there. But the Ebony Alert, I think it is fantastic. Thanks for listening. Let me know what you all think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out. People, I love you. Please be safe.